What up brothers, it's Clipper King returning. Welcome back to my channel for another new review. The figure I'll be reviewing tonight is the Damn Toys Gangsters Kingdom 7 of Spades, also known as Harry. Start off by showing you the pose. As you can see, I've got him just pulling his shades off. His scarf is wired, so I've got the wind blowing through it. Same as the overcoat. So you see I've got the wind blowing that round, just to sort of show his Uzi, which is hanging down his leg. Then he's got his bag full of dollar bills, and he's going to make a trade. He's in a hostage situation, and he's looking fresh as fuck. So I'm going to fully score this figure up, tell you my likes and dislikes if any, give you the total score. I hope you enjoy it. If you are into this line, please check out all my other reviews. If you're not interested in the Damn Toys reviews, there is also plenty of Hot Toys reviews on my channel, so please stick around and check out my other videos. And I will also remind you, if you do enjoy my videos, please like, comment and subscribe if you haven't already, and it'd be nice of you to share the video around. The support is very welcome. So let's get the review cracking, and we'll start off where we always do, with the packaging. Anybody who regularly watches my channel will know I do really like this style of packaging. They were all uniform up to a certain point. They have recently changed it, and I'm waiting to see the Ada figure, which is the next one out, to see if they've continued with the new cheaper packaging, or if they have gone back to this better quality and better design. I hope they have, but I don't know yet. So let's talk about this box. As you can see, the common theme, you do have the head sculpting profile. You always get the sort of the card group, which would be a spade, and also in the number of his rank, so it would be the 7 of Spades. Again, the number 7 in Roman numerals, and then the titles: The Gangsters Kingdom, We All Go to Hell, See You in Hell, by Damn Toys Collectible Figures. Beautiful. On the side you see again the same titles and the smaller shot. You would normally find some kind of symbol or emblem, whatever you want to call it, and that would then normally appear somewhere on the figure in a tattoo form or something like that. Here we see Lucky 7, which is nice, and then on the back we sort of have these cartoon style graphics as well. I think that is actually it's kind of a duffel bag, but also it becomes a pull along trolley, so to speak, and the theme, and you can work out why if you were to read the comic that comes inside. Moving down, I will just show the titles again. This is GK009, and then the choking hazards. Really nice. And then on the other spine, there's nothing really to write home about. As usual with the old style magnet sided boxes, you see attached with magnets in there and down that. They will just pull away, and then on the reverse you do have sort of a backdrop. In this case is a big wooden door in sort of a brickwork arch, which again fits in with the comic book that you do get. And then another part I like is the playing card with the 7 of Spades, cartoon shot of the figure, and then the write up. I will move down slowly, pause and zoom if you're interested in reading it. If you're not, then I hope I'm not going to spend too much time actually showing you the write up. I have read that, but I don't want to stand here reading it out because I don't know, it would take me a while, and also it's hard to look through the viewfinder and actually look at the words, so that's why I don't do that. But inside that you get the 2 layers of foam, which house the figure and the accessories really nicely. Awesome style packaging, and also it brings the comic book like the later figures all bring. Nice touch. So I will flick through it. Again, I'll do it quite quickly. I'll fade from one spread to the next. If you do want to read it, or you are interested in what his backstory is, pause it at any point and I will try to get the full spread in shot. So there you have it, the complete comic. So I do like that they throw you that in. I do like the packaging in general. Again, be no surprise to you to know I am giving the packaging a 5 out of 5. Moving on to lightness. Before we start, let's move up, good look at the figure. Looking very Shadow-esque. Nice looking Hitman style figure this. Do like it. Like I say, is the Negotiator, just resident fucking hard nut from Spade Gang. Just got him looking at his pump action shotgun. At the minute I've got his scarf wrapped around his face. So since we're talking about the likeness, let's move in and talk about him. Get his head up first, put his arm down, and I think we'll take his scarf off. You can just wind that off. Firstly, you will probably realise that it is the cartoon version of Clive Owen, and I think this one in particular, again, is unmistakable. I think they've done a top job on it. I think with the glasses on, I will say as well on the glasses, they have gone for a very different style lens on this one. It's not quite as sort of dense, so you can see his eyes through it, which is a really nice touch, and it is a different shape, so it's not the aviators what a lot of them normally wear. Just removing the glasses so we can have a good look at the face. As you see, the heavy eyebrows as usual, really dark looking. The cartoon sort of cuts into his face, or the really crude looking sculpt, but the nice paintwork again. So he has the sort of 5 o'clock shadow, really nice clean looking eyes as you see, really big dint in the chin, like I said, the sunk cheekbones, the scowl on the forehead, and then the work on the sort of wavy hair is a right touch. So move around it, see, all the way around the back. It's really nice work, very good in theme with the figure, and also it just screams Clive Owen at you. I will say as well, the figure is a little bit taller than most of them. There's only probably the Dolph Lundgren figure, which is about the same size, and then the Vinnie Jones is a touch smaller. So because of sort of the expression, the outfit, and the size of it, it's got a very imposing feel, and it is a really nice place to start your collection, this one, because it's one of those that it does bring the old style packaging, and it brings a nice outfit and also really good accessories, but that'll become clear obviously as I finish the review. Again, just to move out, I have slightly changed up the pose, but it's still looking pretty fresh. The black on black is always a threatening look, and like I say, it just fits the head sculpt and the all over feel of this figure. Again, like I've said, the likeness is hard to sort of compare to his real life counterpart, but when people know it straight away, and it's pretty much unquestioned, it doesn't fall down anywhere. Again, it fits in theme with all the others because of the heavy brow and then the really chiseled facial expressions and so on. Then I don't know, it is just a perfect caricature of this actor to me. For that reason, again, I'm going to give it a 5 out of 5, which I normally would, simply because I can't think of anywhere where it falls down. So I have to try and make that clear. But again, I can't show it you outside of a picture of the real actor, because you could say, well, it's not close enough to Clive Owen, but I could say, well, it's as close as they wanted it to be. So I really like it, I normally do, and it won't be no surprise, like I said, to give it a 5 out of 5. Right, moving on to his outfit. Just straighten the pose up a little bit. You see now his bag's become the trolley. Just got him in an upright position, still got the shotgun in hand. Now, I'll start off by saying this figure, you can have two distinctive looks. Now, if you want to class that as two outfits, you can do, but when it comes out the box, it's actually wearing the lightweight jacket, which is actually not on at the moment, but then it also has the bigger jacket with the fur collar that you see him wearing now. So I think what we will do is, we'll talk about this jacket first. In fact, we'll start with the glasses. as you can see, really nicely sculpted, good paintwork on him. See, the lens is really nice because you can see the eyes through, although all you will see here is probably the light bouncing off him. But if you can see there, do look really nice. They kind of remind me of the glasses Robert De Niro wears in Casino, to be honest. That's what they look like to me. So yeah, the glasses are a really nice touch. Again, easy to take on and off if you're not filming at the same time. But yeah, really nice touch. A lot of them do come with glasses and do always fit the character really well. Then the next thing that we can remove is the checked scarf, which is a right touch. A couple of things with the scarf. It is wired, as I showed earlier, so you can pose it like such, and the wire's all the way around. I have actually bent mine in half, so because the scarf is actually that wide. But I like to put a bend down the middle so that it will drape over his shoulders really nicely. See, it does have the fringing around the edge. Fits really nice. One thing of note I'd like to mention as well, on the Memories version of Jay, he wears a scarf very similar to this, but it's black on one side, red on the other. I actually had it on the inside of the coat, and I noticed that the sort of fleece, the black fleece, did mark the side of the neck and sort of down the side of the jaw. I had a spare head, so it weren't a problem for me, but what I would say is, if you do have this figures, there's a chance that this scarf might do the same. It hasn't on mine, but I don't keep it into the neck. I keep it on the outside of the jacket collar, so if I wear it at all. So yeah, I thought that might be worth a mention. Again, like I said, you could just bend it away from him, but it does pose really nicely. It does hold the pose really well, as you see. So that's another nice touch. Now onto his main jacket. As you see, the texture is the snakeskin style jacket, and with the working pockets here and here. It is double breasted, so you get the buttons here and here and here. I will say, because it's worth a mention, it only fastens down this side, and it's the little black poppers behind here. They are the plastic ones, so for some reason that one on mine, in fact I think the little nipple thing now has actually come off. It wouldn't go into the hole. It did when I first got it, but the more I put it in and out, it wouldn't go in. But because the bottom two do still work and the coat is wired, I can still pose it in the correct position like such. Moving up, you will see it does have this really thick sort of fur collar, or fake fur collar, which sort of lays over the top of the normal collar. Then you see on that part of the collar is a really nice fleece. I hope you're picking that detail up. And you can also, if you want, sort of fold that up and really get it wrapped up tight around him. So it is all pretty poseable, really nice. You can get the really different looks with it. So like I say, you can put his collar up like that. You can even, if you choose, stand the collar up around his face. And you see how the jacket works underneath. I think that first section would actually be removable. I don't think it'd be too hard to move, but I do like the look of it. It looks pretty pimp, pretty gangster. As you look at the shoulders, he has this sort of lapels with a button at top, and the section here on the shoulder. Moving down the arm, again the same material all around, and then sort of patent leather button and strap around the cuff, and that is on both sides. So yeah, really nice jacket. Like I said before, it is wired all the way down the center, so you can pose it, and again it's really thick wire, so it will hold, although if you don't want it to, it will also hang very nicely. Note to Hot Toys, get your materials right, and your capes and coats should hang correctly. Now the coat removed, I'll just show you the inside. It does have his tag, so it's the 7 of spades, and he wears a size XXL. Very nice. I will say it is all lined with his satin, apart from down the sleeves, which keeps the scale really good. There is an inside pocket as well, as you see there, which will hold his iPhone, and also at the other side. Tailoring, as usual, is amazing. And however, whichever look you choose to go for with this figure, you're gonna be happy, I think. But going back while he's stripped off, I just want to point a few things out. You see, he has a black cap sleeve shirt He pretty much, oh, he's feeling all gangster with his sen, if you ask me. You can see his physique underneath. Does have the double joint elbows, which is worth a mention because I don't really ever strip them down when I'm reviewing these. But moving down, you see the real metal belt buckle with the 2 fake rubies and the faux leather belt. Moving down to his really nice drain pipe style jeans that tuck into the boots, which are kind of the punk style boot with the buckles on the side, going down into sort of a winkle picker style design. You're going to have to excuse the stand, obviously they don't come with a stand. But if I move it around, you'll see pretty much look like Michael Jackson's from Bad Video, think about it, or Dirty Diana. Got that look going on. You see the highlights up the side of the jeans is like this really nice sort of corduroy section up the back. You see it's behind there, and then the corduroy section on the pocket. And the back of his jeans, he has his patch, and again the corduroy section on the top of his back pocket. Now, a couple of things I wanted to mention. The leather belt goes through this sort of an harness that then wraps around the top section of his Uzi. So that is sort of a concealed Uzi that stays strapped onto that strap there, and then it can quick release. You know what I mean? You can just pull it out and start ripping shit up. Then on the other side, he has the two pouches that hold the 2 spare clips for the Uzi, and the belt goes through there and also at the back. A couple other things worth mentioning while I'm here: the tattoos on the inner arm, and then also on this side. Full of secrets, these figures, I'll tell you now. Beautiful. If you collect them, you'll see all these things. Nice. So, again, sort of that's the halfway position with the outfit. I'll just move it on another step. And now, as you see, I've put on his sort of lightweight jacket. So it's kind of, I don't know if you want to call it a windbreaker or some kind of tracky top. But whatever you want to call it, it is nicely done, as you can see. It's the sort of prime knit feel on the front. Anybody who has the like the fly knit trainers or the prime knit by Adidas, that's what they feel like. That really soft material, but it is sort of knitted. You do see the perforations in it, really nicely done. But then it has this sort of plasticky sleeve and shoulder section, as you see. Again, there is a pattern on it if you get nice and close. Top materials used, nice cuff. Does zip up and go right to the top if you choose to. Like I say, same again down the other arm, and then the sort of accented sections on the pockets. So, like I said, any way you display him, he's an awesome outfit. Sometimes the coat feels a little bit bulky for certain poses, but it doesn't restrict the articulation. Most of the time I display it like that because it looks a little bit sleeker to me, and I think it makes your pose look a little bit more dynamic. But if you were to put that on and sort of start bending it about, get some nice sort of wind or cape style feel going through it, and then you've got the scarf around it as well, it's going to look beastly, as you've seen in most of my poses. I'm going to pat myself on back because some of you guys don't do it often enough. So yeah, either way, the outfit gets a definite and a very easy 5 out of 5. Rolling on to articulation. First things first, let's have a look at the pose. He's gone for the Uzi now with the open stock. Just taking a call. He's not letting this shootout get in way and making a call on his iPhone. He's going to take that call, yeah. When he rings off, he's going to fire a few selfies off his sen, just ripping shit up. So yeah, you can see you've got him totally off at floors. If he's leaping over something, he's in action and he's looking beautiful. Great. Articulation. I've covered this body a lot of times now, so pretty much it is what it is. We'll speed through it fast. It is ball joint on the lower section of the neck because the head and neck are sculpted together, so there's no gap just under the chin, which is nice. Moving down, full motion through the shoulders, up, down, forward and back, full rotation. An ab crunch section which does actually click into place onto this on this one, done on some of the others. The double bend elbow, as you see there, will get as tight as that. The wrists are on a ball joint. I will say all the hands on this are gloved hands, do look really nicely, all come with their own wrist pegs as usual and do slide into the arm really nicely. Rotation through the waist, full range of motion through the hip section, although restricted by the tight drain pipe jeans, so your legs aren't really going to open up or kick too far forward, I will mention that. Double bend knee, as you see here, so we'll get really tight, get a lot tighter than that. So yeah, that is good. The jeans don't restrict that. Moving down, the ankle is a ball joint, although it's in this stiff sculpted boot, which looks amazing, but does hinder the articulation. So like I said, it is a perfect body for these figures because it has sort of the, you can get really natural lines and does move freely, and old posers always does. Really good body, and I will say it is cheap, but is outstanding for this style of figure. Like I said, I've mentioned the restrictions, no upper neck. The jeans restrict the sort of the pelvis area, the hips, and the ankle articulation. There's no movement really. It will rotate, but there's no swivel or pivot, anything like that. But you can create nice poses, as I have tried to do there. Tried to show the full range of movement through all his joints. I can't give it a perfect 5 because it won't do everything. There isn't much it won't do, particularly in the upper body, but I can only score it a 4 and a possible 5. Right, rolling on to extras and accessories, and this is a really good category. Although it's not perfect, it is really good. First off, let's have a little look what's happening. You see, he's gone to do this negotiation in this log cabin he has. He sat down, he's took a pew, he's put his big bag of money up on there. So let's have a look inside. You're thinking, is it full of money? Oh, it's full of money. Beautiful. Look inside there. He's had his phone took off him, his money hanging around, his glasses are down, his oozes on there. He even had searchlight in his face. But then what happens? Tell you what happens. Boom! Fucking blast! He goes flying back. Oh, fucking 3 of diamonds. Boom! He'd been shot in force. Flying by, picking money up, he was too concerned with dosh in his hand. Got his knife threatening him, boom, you're thinking, how's he shot him? Look where his arm is, that's where it is. Inside this little secret holder in bag, that goes inside, and then inside bag, let's show you what's inside, shall we? We open it up, we've got this layer of money. Let's take that out. Layer of these monies, plenty on them and all. And then inside that, you get this sort of, you get this fake money cradle. It looks like a big block of money, look. And you're thinking, what's that covering up? Open it up. It's only a fucking shotgun rig. So his hand goes in through that sneaky little hole. Shotgun rig, pointing through this sneaky little hole here. Boom! He's only gone and blasted him away, tricked him, lured him into a false sense of security and fucking blown his foss off. So that just points out one of his awesome accessories. But let's look at him all together. Obviously I've mentioned the comic, the figure itself. So you do have a slight choice of outfit because of the large coat as well. And the scarf and the glasses. As I've just shown, you do have this sort of cardboard cutout block of money which disguises the shotgun. You have the loose stacks of money, and you have obviously got 24 loose stacks of money, and I will say they are all printed. So that is a really nice touch. Moving across, this is the Velcro strap which holds the shotgun in place on the rig in the bottom of the case. The shotgun, as you can see, pump action works. That opens and closes. Really nice touch. Nice wood effect on the handle. The hands, he only has 2 spare hands, and I will say they are all left hands. So that, the trigger left, and the phone holding left, and then just one right trigger hand. Moving down, he has the iPhone, and he's getting a call from Baron. got the gold case on it. The Uzi, so the clip does go in and out, and the stock also wraps around it if you don't want it at the back. So again, top weapons with these damn toy figures. Anybody who buys them knows. And then, like I said, the awesome snakeskin bag or croc skin bag. Again, now you see on the bottom of it, it has got the coasters, and it has got a set of working wheels, so you could put that down and drag it. When it's full of money, you get heavy, that. And you see the brown sort of croc skin handles, and then this wrap round, put the handles together, and then like so, and then you would wrap that around it to keep them in place. So a nice selection. Again, the biggest part that's missing is the stand. I don't think they're ever going to put the stands in. I don't know if they even do that on the military figures. It is a bit of a loss because it's hard to pick these Hot Toys stands up, or it can be, and then obviously you've got to get decals. You're noticing a lot of my reviews, they are using just old Hot Toy figures, so it don't look good, but it's just until I get around to getting some decals sorted. But it is a nice selection of extras, and what I will say is the stuff that it brings is awesome, and it is a right touch and builds the scene from the comic really well. So I do like it, although because it is lacking the stand or a second head sculpt, I'm only going to give the extras a 4 out of 5. I know that's a little bit tight because there are good the shotgun rig is and all that, but I'm trying to stay fair, so I have given it a 4 out of 5. Value, again, is easy to say. These figures cost around £100 shipped to UK, or if you pick them up in UK you might pay, I don't know, £100, £110. I will say at this point as well, Tariq Hammond has got a few of these and he's been bumping it for quite a long time. So if you're wanting to start your Gangsters Kingdom collection, this is a really nice one to start it with, because it does display really nice on its own. A lot of the others, you want a few others around it, but this is a really nice one to start with because you can get a lot of cool poses. And like I said, that's in the Facebook groups. I think he's selling it for about £100, £110 shipped within the UK. And I think it's a real snip at that price. So I am going to give the value a 5 out of 5, which is what I would usually give it. That gives the figure a total of 28 out of a possible 30, which is an awesome score any way you slice it. You might consider that to be slightly biased, but I have tried to be honest and knock it down where I think I can knock it down. But a lot of these Gangsters Kingdom figures don't really allow me to knock them down because they seem to think of everything. So that's another review done. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give me a thumbs up, leave me a nice comment, subscribe if you haven't. Other than that, this is Clipper King Brothers, and I'm out of here.